going on, dudes and dudettes? I know it's been a while, but yes, finally have some free time to be able to do this. I was going to do it yesterday, but did get called into work, and it was very rainy, so I didn't get back till pretty much later. But yes, I'm doing it now, so I can have it, even though both the Lakers and Ducks are playing later on today. But that will be in a future video whenever that comes out. We'll see, hopefully. But yes, we'll start off with USC news. Obviously, there's always something happening. But with USC news, they had news about their underclassmen who are like juniors, redshirt juniors, or redshirt sophomores, guys who have been in college for at least 3 to 4 years already. And they're not seniors, and they're eligible to go to the NFL draft. But this is the first time in like over a decade where none of those guys have left early, and they're all deciding to come back, whether to be full-time seniors or redshirt juniors as well. So that's kind of cool, actually, just because you'll have more experience back. USC has lost a lot of guys, especially like Sam Darnold. He was a redshirt sophomore who was a number 3 overall pick. Juju Smith, who's like one of the best second-year wide receivers out there. He went in the second round, but he was a junior as well. Adoree Jackson is a junior as well. So especially over the past few years, they lost a lot of talent, and their record would be a hell of a lot better, in my opinion, if they were able to keep those guys. But they just knew that they did most of what they could in college and wanted to go to the NFL to prove themselves, so all good to them. So hopefully some of these guys come back, like a Christian Rector, who's really good on the defensive line. Tyler Vaughns and Michael Pittman, the wide receivers, are really good, so hopefully they'll be able to mentor those young guys coming in. And also got like a linebacker like Jordan Iosefa, who will be helping those guys out too. So they have a lot of young linebackers out there. That's really cool, at least for now. And then Jordan Wilmore, he's a 4-star running back out of Lawndale, I believe, in California. He did decommit from USC a few days ago, which kind of sucks because he's a pretty talented player, but he is opening it up again. He didn't officially say if USC was out of it or not, so you never know. He might just be taking more official visits, but we'll see how that goes. It's going pretty sucky right at the moment. Then on the transfer news, a few guys like Levi Jones, an outside linebacker who is one of the top guys that USC got in his recruiting class, is transferring to North Carolina State. They also received a tight end USC transfer last year in Kerry Angeline, so he'll be joining him over there. Just sucks to lose a talented guy like that, but I'm pretty sure hopefully that means that USC is looking at a lot of these very talented guys that are at the linebacker position still available in high school. So hopefully that's a good sign to come in early February. But then also a wide receiver in Randall Grimes. He already picked his school in Minnesota after an official visit over there. So good luck to him. Hopefully, like I said, that's another good sign that they're going to get some really good wide receivers coming in this year. So he already knows his opportunity is going to be limited. That's why he had to leave. And also two seniors that graduated in Malik Dorton on the defensive line and the running back Cedric Ware. They both were named to this like mini type of NFL little game for a lot of older seniors, older guys in college to be able to play in for the NFL to evaluate them. So good on them. Hopefully that can get them drafted, or at least be an undrafted free agent signee, so that'll be cool to see. But yes, enough USC news. I've gone on too much.
There it is. There's a screen. There's Barrett for the ball.
It's in.
Wide open. There it is.
Got it!
They shut Barrett down. Reddish wide open and delivers. Unbelievable.
To make sure that Reddish got the shot off in time. This is basically a catch and shoot. There's no doubt about it.
There's no
now,
doubt.
Should there be some time left on the clock for Florida State? And there should be. As soon as the ball passes through the bottom of the net, that should be when the clock stops.
Now remember, he can run that baseline.
Forrest throws it down court. It's tipped over the backboard. And Duke survives on the road on the Reddish game winner.
Heartbreak Hotel for the kids from Florida State. Heartbreak Hotel.
So I believe it was Saturday. Duke had a major win on the road at Florida State, the number 13 team in the country, and they won by a last-second shot that you saw right there by Cam Reddish to win the game. Really cool, really awesome, great feeling that especially a guy like that could step up, who has always been basically like the third or fourth wheel compared to RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson. But Williamson did go down with like an eye injury. He did get poked in the eye, but luckily both RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish stepped up in that game. It's good to see, but they did lose their following game against Syracuse on Monday by 4 points, which kind of sucked because they also did lose Trey Jones, their star freshman point guard, to an injury. It's like a shoulder AC joint sprain, I believe that said that. Luckily it's not like a tear or anything serious like that, but he probably is going to miss a few games. Hopefully we'll get him back before the tournament starts in March, and yeah, he's definitely going to be a big piece that the Duke team is going to be missing. And hopefully, I mean, it sounds like they don't have 3 other top 5 NBA draft picks next year still on their team, so I mean they should be still playing very well going for the rest of the season without him. But guys like a Jordan Goldwire to be able to step up, Alex O'Connell, Jack White, other guys to be able to step up off the bench for Duke, and see how that goes. I'm sure they will, and hopefully not lose too many games. Chargers news, they did lose in the playoffs to the Patriots. Of course, it wasn't surprising, but it's the way they did. They didn't step up, and it's just obvious if you have a guy like Phillip Rivers, and then he showed up in the second half and not in the first half. But we'll just move on from that. They're saying that Derwin James is definitely one of the most talented rookies out there. Hopefully he'll win the least Rookie of the Year or Defensive Player Rookie of the Year, so we'll see about that. Then the coaches for the Chargers are also going to be coaching in the Pro Bowl, so I guess that's a consolation prize for them for not making it into the final 4 games, but good luck to them, I guess. And then also they're saying that a new draft order pick, they would get Jawan Taylor, pretty good offensive guard from Florida, which is pretty cool to see. They also did waive Nick Rose, the kicker that they signed, so that was a pretty quick experiment. And they're going to be picking number 28 in this NFL draft coming up. Pretty cool.
Collects it. Kuzma attacking! That's the way to start the game.
Well, again, just reading the defense, they rushed out at him, not under control, and he went right by him to the dunk.
Ingram, ball fake, finds himself open. Can't hit the 3. What a pass! What a pass by Zoe to the open.
How wrong? So yes, Lakers news. Really not much to report as far as wins, but there was one win against Chicago. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, that side of the family, but yes, they barely got that win, even though it probably should have been a lot easier of a win, but win's a win. Then I believe they're going on the road to face Oklahoma City, who they barely lost to about a week ago or so, which I'm kind of surprised. I thought they would get blown out by a team like that, but these are competitive, but it is tough to play in OKC. Then they're also going on the road against Houston, and you already know how that started. That started Brandon Ingram and Rajon Rondo's suspensions because of that fight towards the end. So hopefully none of that crap happens again, and maybe they could be competitive, but Houston's on a hot streak right now, which kind of sucks. But also LeBron was officially cleared to practice, but his agent did say he might miss another game or two, so it's definitely going to be like 12 to 13 games missed, maybe 14 for him, which is definitely the highest in his career. It sucks because hopefully it doesn't deter any free agents from wanting to come, because it looks like LeBron's breaking down now, but obviously they're just being safe. There's no reason to rush him back, and I still agree with it, but they do need to make a trade or two to get a guy like a Kemba Walker, in my opinion, because he's definitely the lone star on his team, and they definitely win a few games. And if you still had a guy like Kuzma next to him, then the Lakers would definitely win a lot more of these games. But also a trade name that came up, which I've been telling you guys a lot, is an ex-USC power forward / center, Nikola Vucevic from the Orlando Magic. And they mentioned him in a trade for the Lakers, so obviously either they're watching my shizzle, or they just know that how I see him as a one-year rental, basically. You're going to have him for this year, and I'm pretty sure that's why he's having a career year right now, which is how all these guys do, whether NFL or the NBA. You have your career year on your final year of your contract, and then you get overpaid, and then you most likely end up sucking after that because of the money. But at least you'll have him right now for this opportunity, and he is a 20-10 guy, so it's a good guy to have down there on the post. And then also in USC basketball news, Kevin Porter Jr., he was finally starting to come back from that injury that he had, and then all of a sudden it came out where he was suspended for that Oregon game that USC ended up losing. And then there was like another weird report saying that he was kicked off the team or leaving the program, and then luckily he came out a day or two later with a personal message on his Twitter or Instagram saying that no, that's not the case. I don't know why people are lying and putting that out there. He is 100% committed to USC, so hopefully he's back, and hopefully it was just a disciplinary type of deal, and we'll definitely get to see a guy who's projected to be a top five pick in the NBA draft right now, so it should be very interesting. So the Anaheim Ducks are finally making some trades here and there after their 12 or 13 game losing streak that they're going through right now. So they did trade for Devin Shore for Andrew Cogliano. Then I believe just yesterday they made 3 trades. So they ended up getting Derek Grant from the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they also got Michael Del Zotto as well yesterday, and then a guy in I forget his name, something like that, from the Wild. And they basically gave up, late draft picks and guys who are, not really playing right now, or not even playing really good right now. And they're also like prospects, basically, you could say, like compared to baseball terms. So they're not really playing in their system yet, or on the main team. So they're kind of getting some more veteran guys in there, which is good. Should help at least stable it. And they're saying, the GM saying that the head coach isn't going to be fired, but we'll see how that goes. You already know how I feel about that. Fire him. So yeah, now you're all up to date. I'm up to date on my sports stuff. Obviously, like I said, there's 2 games tonight. Pretty sure Duke plays later this week also, but should be a very interesting couple of weeks, like I always say. Coming up for a lot of things. Definitely an interesting February for the beginning of it, at least when it comes to USC football. And March will be interesting as well. But thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to put in like a quick 5 or 6 second video of this thing I saw on Twitter. This kid, he's freaking hilarious. I didn't know where to put it exactly, but I kind of just remembered that I had it, so I'm going to put it at the very last thing of this video. But like I said, thanks again, and have a great rest of your day.